Good evening and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. I am back, and as you can tell, I am back in Disney World for scrapbooking. I did complete a couple layouts today that were not Disney pages, and then the mail came and I got my two huge boxes. I've already repurposed, but here's one box full of hundreds and hundreds of Disney pictures that I have now partially organized and am ready to get started. So I'm going to build a quick page and then show you the layouts that I have completed today. Tomorrow I will not have a video, I'm going out of town, but hopefully Sunday I will have another video with some more pages to share. So this is just my opening page, just so you know we're on our way to Disney. So I am still at Animal Kingdom because I had not completed it when my pictures, I ran out of pictures. I only sent a handful of like 60 pictures to Walgreens. So I am going to work on this white page, and I am using this sketch, and this is from Sandy. I can't read it anyway. Her handle or her group on YouTube is State Goddess, and she is fantastic. I watch her a lot, because she's really inspired me to do lots and lots of layers. So that is exactly what this is. So it looks to me that it is one large rectangle and three smaller ones and then two circles. So the pictures that I have are actually, one is vertical and one is horizontal. So I'm turned it this way, and I'm gonna work this way on the page. So I feel like this could get done in like 10 minutes. So here is my pictures, and yes, they are pretty much identical. One is horizontal, one is vertical, one is my point of view, my phone, one is my daughter's point of view and her phone. So we were right next to each other pretty much, but we got two different pictures that are pretty much very similar. They were both printed from the same place, so it really is just the type, the way we took our pictures. So these are the two pictures. I already matted them. One of them I matted on this scrap that had like this grass on the bottom. I matted it on the sky part. So I'm all about using scraps, and I will put that back in my scrap stash to use. The other one is this marble paper that is, I believe it's color box. It did come from Walmart, and I matted this on that because it is underwater. I really just want to pull in a ton of shades of blue. So here are the papers I am working with. Set my two pictures over here. All right, so I have this card that I've had forever. I don't mind if some of that green shows, but I predominantly have it for this blue, and I'm trying to work through lots of stash, so I really wanted to try and use this. It's been like eyesoring me from my little, I have a box over there on my desk, and it's like, use me. So I decided that I would pull it out and use it. I probably have a ton of other ones over here that I could use. Oh, it's got sailboats on it. Okay, we're gonna stick with what I have because I have enough, I believe. Then I have this dark blue, and these are both just 4.5 by 6.5 matte. I think they are from either Target or their Paper Studios. So I'm going to put this one on this side. I have this that came from a matte stack. I'm going to put this down here, and then I'm going to put this over here. So that is my answer to that, and I will maneuver all of these around. I want them to come almost all the way out because I do have this picture and this picture, and I don't mind them to come over, but I do want them to mostly be on And I don't want all of where they connect back to each other to be showing so much. So I'm going to tilt this one back in here a little bit more. And then I think I'm going to move this one up a little, and then I might put like a little sticker or something there. So this is the concept. So I don't have circles. I could have cut some on my Cricut, but I've decided to. This is the inside of my tape, double-sided tape, and this is my answer to making fabulous circles. So that's what I'm going to do. So this is the general idea of where this is going to be, and I want my circle to come over so it's on either side. This is a metallic pin, and I'm going to hold this and move this. And I'm just going to trace the inside, and it won't be perfect. I know I think I said this is perfect, but it won't be perfect. Before I pick it up though, I want to make sure it's everywhere. So there's one circle. So now, pull this back down like this. Then I will turn this direction. And I want this one to be kind of the same to where it comes over on the corner. And I love these metallic pins or markers. I got them from Amazon, and they will write on black or dark colors, which I love because I did a journal for my grandmother, like her memoirs, and it was on black, and it was very pretty. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this the easy way so that you all don't have to watch me do a ton of taping. I'm gonna put one strip down the middle, and I will go back later and add more adhesive. That way we get it where we want it. But you all don't have to sit here for an extra 5 to 10 minutes and watch me do that. Okay, so I don't have a lot of hippo stickers. I used to have a ton, and I've used quite a bit up. So I have one that I'm going to put on here, and I have a couple of little fishies that I'm going to put on here. But other than that, I'm not doing that. You all don't know my original style, like how I used to scrapbook. But I used to scrapbook predominantly. I want this so high. Predominantly, like very themey. My pages, if they were, I'm trying to think of something specific. I should have taken a picture because I can't remember what this looked like. It's all good. Okay. Let's see, do I like that? Nope, I'm going to turn this a little bit more like this. There's still a little of that green shown, but I'm okay with that. Oh. Okay. So, let's see, I'm trying to think. So if I was doing a zoo, I would just have, like tons of zoo animals. And I think there were plenty of times when, I just was very, not, let's see, I don't want to badmouth that because that's how I started scrapbooking, and I look back on my books and I still really love them and enjoy what I did with them. But, now I feel like I've grown up. I was looking at something really quickly. I don't think I want to use this because that's a lot. Oh, that's a frame. Look at that. Oh, no, it's not. Nope, too much. was looking to see if there was any other blue papers over here, because this just kind of disappears in here. I do have another piece of blue paper I could use. Okay, see, this is how I do it. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on here, and this can go here and break up all of that and help cover up a lot of that mess. Okay, now put these down. Put this one here because I definitely want them mostly inside the papers. Since both of these are lighter blue, they wouldn't stand out as much on this on this white paper if it's not on there. Okay, so there is that. It is kind of crazy looking. I am not a professional. Let's see. Okay, so it's not too terribly crazy off. Okay, so now I will do my thing. I have a couple things I want to add on here. I have a few little fishies. I do have this one little hippo, and when I say little, I mean little. This is a Miss Grossman's little baby hippo. So I don't want him to be some major focus, so we're just going to tuck him right here. And the little fishies are going to be my, they're going to be 3 little fishies. Because while I don't always go by the odd rules of using odd numbers, I definitely feel like there needs to be something here. Let's see, can I turn this fishy like this? Okay, so there's some little fishies. The other thing I need to add is, I'm not putting this on every page necessarily, but I did want to bring a little bit of Mickey into this. We are at Animal Kingdom, and oh, if you watched my earlier videos, I've got my foam roll now, so you don't have to watch me cut open the funny circled things, at least not right now. Oh, I think I'm gonna put this right here. Lots and lots of blue. So I am gonna do a little journaling, and I think I'll go ahead and use my dark blue. That'll bring another color of blue in. And I'm just going to write a little note about, let's see. We walked in through a tunnel, not knowing what was next. Sleeping hippos. So there were 2 sleeping hippos now. This is the same hippo. The other hippo is a little shadow back here that I don't even think, yeah, I can't see it in this picture. But when you look at it in the water, you could see like back in this corner, there was a shadow, and it was another hippo that was sleeping. Hippos only sleep for 8 hours or 8 minutes at a time underwater. If you didn't know that, now you do. Okay, so I feel confident and comfortable with this. This was just another stop in our, we were walking through the different animal areas in Animal Kingdom, and we saw the gorillas and the gorilla, I think I remember what it's called. Oh, the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail, which is my next adventure. Probably, I don't know if I'll get this tomorrow, but when I come back on Sunday, I've got these pictures with the gorillas And so this, I'm going to go back after the video and tape these down. So this is page 1. Well, really, this is page, I think, 7, 6. Well, let's just do a little counting and find out. Okay, so like I said, my first couple of pages today were not Disney. They were tutorials from scrapbookingwithanemarie.com. So here is the first one that I did today. This was our July 1st tutorial, and this is Memorial Day, and I loved working on this. It was really fun, and it turned out really pretty. And no pink. My best friend hates pink, so not a stitch of pink on anything. It's hard to find a butterfly that doesn't have pink. This is all purple. There was a hint of pink on some of this butterfly paper that I trimmed, but I trimmed it off. So no pink. So there is that. All that is purple, I promise. I've like inspected it before I put it on here. So there's page number 1. Page number 2 was also, well, this started out being a sketch. Like I was following a sketch, and I got the circle out, which is actually a leftover from my page yesterday, my butterfly page. If you watched my video from yesterday, I did a page with a ton of butterflies in a circle, and this is the circle that I cut out to make that. So I just refurbed this. These yellow things are Creative Memories borders that are, who knows how old. I got them from a friend who I think got them from their parent, or I don't even know. This is a scrap. I just used the torn piece from my 4th of July page I did months ago. Inked up the end to give it a little roughness. Used this branding strip from my watermelon. I think it's Amy Tangerine watermelon paper. But it's American Crafts for sure. And then I used that same tape roll, took my blue and red stickles and made a circle, red on the blue paper, blue on the red, all in different places. Used my silver stickles to make some extra little 3 dots, and then use these little bumblebees just to tie in the bumblebees. He was bugging his brother and his sister-in-law and me. I was trying to take a picture of my cousin's butt jumping on the trampoline, and he intentionally photobombed us. And so this is his punishment. He's getting an entire page just for him. It says laugh out loud. So I love this page. It turned out really fun. All right, so if you watched my video the other day, I built this page on the video, but I didn't have my picture because it had been ordered and hadn't come in. So I added my picture. I put the Marvel sticker on here because we're wearing Marvel masks. And I had, if you remember, which you probably don't because this was like 3 or 4 days ago, I tore, like my adhesive got stuck on a piece of the paper right here and tore a white hole, and it was too big for me to do like little stickle dots. So I took the paper that I matted this on. I had an itty bitty little strip left, and I cut some of these circles out and just layered 3 circles here, and then did it up here again just so it looked like it wasn't a random couple of circles. Ties in this paper, covered my hole, gave a little extra oomph there. I did trim down the red yarn or thread here because it was pretty long. Other than that, I didn't do anything else on this page but add the lovely picture of me and my daughter. So now this page can be completely done. And then one of the new pictures that I got today were these 2 pictures of us walking to Expedition Everest and standing in line. I've already made a page, 2 pages of Expedition Everest with some things that we saw while we were waiting in line, and our family picture that we take before every ride. But this is a picture my daughter took while we were walking up to get in line, and she'd kill me for showing that. So I wanted to go ahead and put it on here, and I cut this, and this is a cut and a draw off of my Cricut. and it is perfect. And I had a 12 o'clock prompt on the 30th of June from Scrapbooking with Anne-Marie that had to do with mountains. And so this was a perfect fit. So I've already made a page with this. If it looks familiar to you, it's the exact same paper, but this was a leftover from where I had used whatever was on the bottom. So there is that, and this just says, on our way to Expedition Everest, don't we look scared of the Yeti? No, we do not look scared. We all look silly. So I didn't do a whole lot of embellishing. I literally put this on here, matted my 2 pictures. And this blue snowflake paper is a strip that was jagged, and I just cut it in half and matted it on the back, one on the top, one on the bottom, and fit them together. And you can't tell unless you look really close. And I think it's turned out really cute. It's pretty simple, but I love it. And then, not my last page since you just watched me build that, but my second to last page is this. This is Animal Kingdom still. And on Father's Day, we were there, and they had these special cupcakes for fathers. I think anybody probably could have ordered them, but we insisted that my husband get one. So I made this movie strip on my Cricut, and I already had this dad paper, and I've probably had it for like 10 years or more. So I just had to manipulate this to where the hole for these 4 places were perfect fit for my 2x3 pictures that I had printed. This all came on one 4x6. So it's a picture of his cupcake, him opening it up and getting the paper off, taking his first bite, and his, kill me for this too, his green mustache that he got from the cupcake. So this is the restaurant-tosaurus where we ate. So I matted this on this green scrap paper, and it's actually a floral paper, but you can't really tell because I cut it down so far. But I just wanted a little green because there's so much green in like the restaurant and stuff. And then I matted that on this bigger brown piece. Put these little stickers on here that I've had forever. And then this is the receipt, and I have not tacked it in here because I don't think I want to. This has the date, time, the name of the restaurant, even though that's right there, and exactly what we ordered. So I wrote all that down, but I'm gonna, because I have the receipt for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it in here, and it could be accessed if I want it to be. It's not gonna go anywhere because it's pretty tucked in. So that is that page, and then the page that we just did together. So I have 3 pages that I started and completed today for Disney. I have a 4th page that I did the other day. I've already documented this as a page, so I will not document this on my July goals, but it is completed. And then I have these 2 pages that I did for Memorial Day. So that is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 altogether. And then the other thing that I did today, and I can't show you, but I have been asked to be on the design team for Scrapbooking with Anne-Marie. And so every Friday, we get a design team sketch, and we have until the next Thursday to complete it. So that is the page I did today. I got my sketch today and completed it. So next week, I can share that. But it is not Disney themed. I will tell you that. It is my mom and my sister's birthday. Hold on, I was gonna show you one other thing really quick while I'm thinking about it. So last week I couldn't tell you that because Anne-Marie had not announced that I was on the design team yet. So I couldn't tell anyone. So I couldn't share the page that I created. So last Friday, I completed this as my design team sketch. I totally forgot about that. And because I couldn't share it, I didn't show anyone. So this is my very first page that I created as a design team member on scrapbookingwithanemarie.com. So I just used a lot of Echo Park paper, almost everything on here except for this star and these 3 puffy stars here, and the base page. All of this came out of an ephemera pack or a paper pad from Echo Park. So anyway, that is all for tonight. Tomorrow, like I said, I won't be posting a video, but hopefully on Sunday I'll be able to post again with some pictures and some more Disney pages. I'll be moving on to the gorillas, and I've got Kilimanjaro Safari, which I'm super excited about because it's one of my favorite things to do. So I hope that you all had a wonderful day. I hope you got some ideas or inspiration out of some of these pages. And I hope that you got a chance to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping.